Good evening, everyone. Oh, for some reason that's not. It's done it again. There we go. Welcome. We're standing in for Asta. Nanny Bot had to go into work or go to work this afternoon, so they couldn't get up and running. He's going to stream instead of us on Thursday, so we're having a bit of a swap round. He'll do Thursday, we'll do tonight. So, no Kinger, it's not Wednesday, and that's the little fellas at the moment. They're not done yet, but we'll be doing them tonight, ready for tomorrow's Tesseract. Tomorrow's invisible droids. Yeah, super stealthy. You won't see them coming. So who've we got? Hello Paul. Hello Pro. That's me. Hello Paul again. Hi Kinger. Hi Ulfric. Hi Joe. Hi Tomo. God, I haven't seen you in ages, Tomo. Good evening Archnin. Welcome Ulfric again. And hello Captain Rex. Good to see everyone. As I say, Rasta does send his apologies. They couldn't get anything sorted tonight, so I've jumped in quite late. It's just we're just getting a warning again. Stupid thing. That'll be fine. If we do get any issues coming up on the stream, can you let us know if it locks out, lags out, disappears, does any sort of weird stuff? We have been having interesting times. Just sending Nannybot a message. Seems to be okay. And I can't spell, but he won't mind that. So, what we've got this evening is a very, 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 very rushed set of bits and pieces that we're going to get built and painted. We've got the last bits on Inferno to do. Once that's done, they can get shipped, hopefully. And I've got some scenery pieces to show you. I've got some droids to build for tomorrow for some reason, don't know why. And I've also got a Ghost Rider to build. I might do the Ghost Rider. I might do the wash on them first, then the Ghost Rider, then the droids, and show stuff off. So, go to the painting picture-y do thing. Hey! Bug games. So, as I say, we've got these fellas to finish. I've got a Ghost Rider to open and build. I'm going to show them. I've also got these. So, can anyone tell me what's so special about Angela, yeah, her, an Enchantress? What is so good about this pack? Oh, look at that. Anyway, someone will no doubt figure out why they're nice. I seen yours, Joe, don't worry. I wasn't meant... The whole intention was to build these tonight while watching Rasta's stream, but obviously we've had a bit of a change round, and yeah, it's not too much of an issue, except a mass panic running around like a headless chicken. Oh, I've got Agrax out, so Agrax. We're just going to get the bases done on these while I'm gobbing. It's good to see people joining us from the world of Facebook. So, Cy Sutherland, Dave Gray, Ben Ray, and we have Nicholas Young, Ellis, David, Peter, Mark, David. If you're wanting to watch and join in, and Mr. Ronan, hello Ronan. If anyone wants to come and join our Twitch, it just makes it a lot easier to interact and for me to actually see stuff. Half the time I keep missing people's messages from over there. My apologies. Hiya, Tom. I must admit I do like the new eBay. eBay. Hate eBay. Yeah. I do like the new interface that's working on Facebook between the two. It gives us the same thing of being able to see who keeps popping in, who's interested, that sort of stuff. So it's good. It's not a trap, honest. So that's it. I'm just doing the brown earth. Colour, just a wash with Agrax to turn it into mud as opposed to sand, and it gives some definition and some highlights, and then I can get some tufts onto them. So I know some people have been asking us about Gamer's Grass tufts. We have a whole new batch coming to us this week. They're on the way. So if anyone was waiting for stuff, I know Ash ordered stuff and we didn't have it, unfortunately, so it prompted us to put a big order in. So Ash's is there on its way, floating over from I believe it's Poland that they're made in. Pretty good kit as well. Oh, I got my thumb. I've not even built a strap yet. I'll be honest with you. I've got someone. I'm not saying I'm being lazy, but I got some clones through. Whoops. That we were going to. These clones, in fact. And we were going to put them on eBay to sell, because my friends painted them to sell for me, or painted them for me so I can sell them, and we both make a little bit of money. I may have given them a new home and need a lot more as well. So I think I'm going to have most of mine painted for me, even though I'm a painter and all that. But I've not managed to get anything down yet. So people who are interested in I forgot what it's called. Infinity and Legion. We've just got the go-ahead to start selling the I keep going to call it Ordus Rift, but it's the Ordus Station scenery. No, I can paint them bright green, mate. So this is some printable scenery that we're doing. We've got a load of it already listed on the shop. This is fully licensed. We thank you to Mr. Snowden. I picked up the license for this one, thanks to him. And they seem to be pretty good. The one piece, so they're pretty sturdy and stuff like that. The worst that I think you're going to do is knock some paint off them, and yeah, they're pretty strong. And the sort of thing is, that's an £8 unit. So you've seen the one that we painted, I think. So we painted one on the live stream a couple of weeks back when we were testing the product. So didn't take long to paint. You can put as much time and effort into it as you want. As I said, we're doing them as it is, just like that. £8 or £8.50. Yeah, the thing is, you don't have to glue it together. You just put some paint on and away you go. It's ready to go, sort of thing. The next one is a bit of a bigger one. I think that's 15 quid. It is also, it can be used as a single piece, as some sort of bunker, but it's to go in between bigger units, and the bigger units basically butt up against it, and it turns these into like a little tunnel thing. And again, the bigger units are about 25 quid, but they are huge. I think they're about that sort of big. They're the full size or the full width of the print bed. So again, they're solid. They come ready to go. They're pretty solid, pretty robust. We have done them on quite a decent print quality as well. So it's not like you see a lot of scenery on eBay that's dirt cheap. You can see gaps in the lines where it's delaminated, or there's been a slight clog. You'll never get away with that, and in scenery I don't think it really matters. If you look there, there's a slight one. It'll have just had a nozzle, a little build up on the nozzle, so it hasn't come out perfect. But for scenery, you cannot fall off for the price. As I say, 15 quid for that. Takes nothing to paint it. The red on that, you would have to go back and look, but if I was hazarding a guess, it's probably going to be scarlet red over silver. That's a wild guess, but I think it is correct. But we watered it down because we did it all in silver, and then this was over the silver, so you've still got the metallic look coming through. So it does look as though it's painted and it's worn and it's used and it's in space. So that's that one. The next one was, I can't remember which one this one was. I think it is. This builds up and you can put blocks on either side. There's another bit that goes on there, and then there's more. This all goes together to make quite a big unit. Or you can just have it as a really good line of sight blocker. Now if you're thinking that sort of height, it's fully blocking the line of sight to the figure, and even if you use the tool, you've got 2 mil. Yeah, the red one was probably 3 weeks ago or so, but yeah. Let me have a look. It is the pump station platform, and then there's the water filtration system that goes onto it, a liquid storage unit that attaches to it, and then I think the power storage units fit. Let's have a look, quick look at my listing and it'll tell me. So there's 4 bits that goes onto it. Heat exchanger, which is about year big, which probably be about that big there. Heat exchanger, water tank, water exchanger. So there's 4 bits that go to make a complete industrial unit, but there's nothing to say you can't bolt a habitat unit onto it and have it as some sort of storage facility. Pump station, heat transfer, water filtration and liquid storage system all go together to make one. That's £15 as well. The liquid storage unit's a tenner. The liquid filtration's 8 quid. The heat transfer system, which is a huge, looks like an engine block, is 20 quid. But yeah, there is some really good bits, and we're going to be painting some of them on the streams and showing you how well they come out, because I've seen some so far that look absolutely fantastic. But we've got more going through on the printers. We've got the bigger parts going through. We've got some of the small gubbins. Like we've got the shipping containers. The shipping containers. You could probably fit a ship inside the container. They're huge. There's walls and gates coming. A landing pad, raised platforms, reactor core, dice tower that works out as doubles up as a lookout tower. Chemical storage vats, cargo and crates. A pair of missile turrets. So there's quite a lot coming out, and it really fits with Star Wars. It's not far off Star Warsy. So what we are going to do, I'm going to crack open Ghost Rider while stuff is drying. I've seen a couple of really nice Ghost Riders out there. Mr. Ben Cox has done a pretty smart one. Tokens, cards. And one instruction. So I think it's going to be a building night tonight just because of how much I wasn't prepared. Oh, a naughty little piece. I think that has fallen off one of the sprues. Yes, that one there. Yeah, I remember you saying. I know people have said that he's gone out of stock pretty quick. Have you got confirmation you're getting yours, matey? I don't think we got all of ours. I can't remember what we got when I ordered them. I know there's a couple kicking around in here, but I only think we got 4 of what we wanted. I'm doing my usual thing, just cutting everything out. I don't think there's anything on here that's going to need to be no, everything seems to be pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. I'm going to do the typical mail thing. Right. Yeah, I know a few people that have met, which is a bit... It is a bit sucky. I know we were all short-stocked on them, but I also think this was one of the lines that was damaged in the container that got... There was a container damaged on its way over, and it was flooded. And I believe these were said items. This batch and the Legion stuff. So you know when you see the people taking the mick out of the boat that's half sinking across the ocean, bringing the FFG product, all their negativity have pushed it to actually happen. Cool. So just a reminder that we've got 2 weeks before the charity stream. So what's Friday's date? Tuesday, 7th. A week on Friday. Should be leaving all these till then, but I thought of doing one with that might be the same sort of thing, but some of the GW figures, because at the moment they're doing a lot of really nice flamey. Oh, why isn't that glowing? Like the ghost stuff and A lot of that looks really nice. Ghost effects. I'll have to have a look at how this glues as well. Not glues. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, that's actually class. Is it the actual what? That's a full. I think all he's used from the kit is the head. I'm almost certain of it. Yeah, I think that figure is actually a full-on figure. I know the horse is, and the rider looks like it's the GW cowboy. Does look cool. Is that the sit? Oh yeah, it's the actual body. That is pretty cool. It just looked like a sort of like a Wild West Exodus body from one of yeah, body and torso from the WEX system. That's gone together really nice so far. The wheels are going to be interesting. So the head. Definitely a 3-part head. I smell food. I can sense when toast's being made. Right, so the 3 bits to a head. Come on, guys. You could do that in one cast. Is it X-Men? Or am I set out? Oh, there's been that many, it's a bit silly at the moment. Which way does the wheel go on? A bit like that, so. really go over that much of an angle. It does. It's interesting. So the exhaust goes in there. They make these really easy, even if you didn't have the instructions. There's right, yeah. Yeah, even without the instructions, they go together pretty decent. So the question I have now is, what colour to prime it? And right, there's not much that's going to get in the way of painting it, so I'm going to fit him to the bike. So usually if there was bits in the way, I would probably not fit him to the bike just yet, but it seems to be that the bike is actually the hand and the body. He was watching behind him. Self. Right, I need a drink. So right, yeah, that has to be super glue because that's a different plastic. It will just snap off. So, super glue fixer is that. Super glue, super glue. So, since you're in the chat, Tomo, something like that. So he's not over the grate, so you can paint the grate. Buy the box. Buy the box. The box has the wrong. I'll do it like that there, so it doesn't touch the grate, so you can paint it. Buy the box. When have these guys ever put anything that you want in the box, like bases that match? Ow! Alright, Egan, the first thing you say is having a laugh at me. That's just not nice. Good evening, Beastie. How are you doing? You like this fella, don't you? Sure you like Ghost Rider. Question. Constantine's not from this, is he? No, he's DC from... Is he DC? Where's Constantine from? DC. Yeah. I want a Constantine figure. Oh, Tomo, that's stuck really well. Even though it was to my finger at first. That's really, really nice. Even if I do say so myself. Yeah, I love Constantine. I'm going to have to watch some of it tonight. So, for reasons way out of my control, I went to watch Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all of them. Oh, I might have to have a look for one of them. So, we've been playing, myself and Dead Stee and a couple of others have been having a couple of games of Lord of the Rings, the card game. Wow. That's not going to last long up there. Right. Remind me, Tomo, about that tomorrow, and I'm going to have to buy one of them. Or acquire one, or... I know there's a new comic book run coming out that James is getting me. So, I are having that. You know... That's not the most intuitive way to put. Did he really whip himself in the face? No, that doesn't look right. Oh, don't even get me started on night models. I took a commission from Tomo's best mate. Goliath and Robin. What do you mean soon? Should we have a look? I do have some of the Batman miniatures game in stock, as Tomo has bought Ratcatcher. Wow. Well, at least one thing. There's not much to do to the rats. Hello, X-Wing Tavern Wars. So this is Ratcatcher. Again, it's another one I'm building for Tomo. Well, I'm sure you can buy some nice Tesseract. It's within your... Ooh, that is a nice... They can't even get the slaughter base right. I'm not the biggest fan of night miniatures, just because of that one job. Two different coloured resins. There is... I could probably get these done for you quite quickly, Matt. Yep, don't go cutting his tail off like. Oh, that's just reminded me. By any chance, are you watching, Joe, or not? That's Joe from upstairs, not Joe from Beanies. That's not too bad there. So yeah, they're quite... Yeah, we did, as I said, we did a commission for Revo. See, they're not flat either. And there was 2 sticks of green stuff just to get Goliath to stand right. Luckily he had a rock where he had his knuckle on a rock, and we just had to massively green stuff a big bit of rock to add to it. There we go. That's its flush now. Some of it takes nothing to fix, but it's the fact that you've still got to fix it. So there's flashing that I don't know if it is flashing. Anyway, back to... So he's done. He is going to have to dry before I clean the flashing off. But yeah, that one should be ready pretty quickly. They're still not dry, so yeah, I could actually do this for you, Matt. Do you usually get instructions in these boxes, or am I going to have to make it up as I go along? It looks like make it up as I go along. So I can definitely get that into place, which isn't too hard. The plastic on the Atomic Mass Games stuff is pretty decent. It's more resilient than the resin plastic that these are made from. So, little sneaky tip here. If you don't want to mess up the top too much, put the slaughter base in and then basically fill in the bottom with super glue. And then, because it's not too bothered about it being unsightly, you can activate it. Let it go off. There it goes, crackle. And there. No, I kept and did nearly attach it to the. So there you go, and that's pretty sturdy. It's filled under there, so it really does hold it. If it has raised it a little bit, just sand it like I just did with the other bits. So this is, and I use. This goes back to when I used to race remote control cars. We couldn't wait for super glue to go off. So a few companies do it, but I use BSI Instaset. So you have super glue, just common super glue. I use the gel, but you can use any super glue. You put the super glue on, squirt it with that, and it goes instant. It just goes rock hard within a second. There. So that's the super glue we've just put on there. No super glue. No sticky finger. No sticky leader base. The combination of Gorilla gel, which does fill some of the gaps, and the Instaset is absolutely phenomenal. It just works. And as Tomo says, it's glue that turns. It's a liquid that turns glue on. See, that's why you listen, Martin. Pick up all of these great hints and techniques and watch me break stuff that I don't think that's meant to have that there. Nope. So that's flashing. The number of times when I've built models and I'm sat there going, waiting for the glue to go off, and this is just like, and it's done. It's absolutely phenomenal. Right, and I do like this because it's got little keyways to put the feet into. So I don't know if you can hear the cat shouting, but we're about to get a visit. Hello? Yeah. So there's a couple of tricks you can do with it, Martin. So you can put the super glue onto one part, and then if you were doing, so some of us will base temporarily put a base onto a figure. So if we're painting it, we'll temporarily put it onto that base so we can paint it, and then put it onto a big scenic base like that. So what you do is you put 2 drops of super glue onto the feet, spray the base, and then quickly push it on, and it reacts. But because you've sprayed the base, it holds for while you're wanting to, but when you come to snap it off, it is also brittle. So it helps you do it that way, sort of thing. So these could take ages, so it's just a... Oops, he says. It causes a crust round it, so the super glue inside still does its thing, but the crusty bit on the outside, it just holds it in place. Where did that bit go? Right, so there's a head. There's an arm. I think that I'm going to leave that for now because that's flashing. Ooh, I just knocked the ARC Trooper over. Right, it's designed for it. It does eventually, as you can see from there, it's evaporated and gone. And then as long as you priming it, I've never had... Yeah, the Gorilla Glue and Activator are probably the two main things. And you might get a bit of a belly shot here, but I apologise. So, this is how much I use it. Oh, hey. He says, looking at half-empty tub. That's quarter of a litre of the stuff. And I'm probably 3/4 of the way through that. And I've also had 2 of the bottles, and I just refill now. But Bob Smith Industries Instaset. It's the brown. It's like the bronzy brown bottle sticker. It's foam safe, so you can spray it onto foam and it doesn't melt the foam and stuff like that. The only thing you've got to be careful of is if you've just sprayed it on there and then you go to put, say, the arm on, you've just got to remember that there's going to be some in that hole as well. So put it on the arm that doesn't have it on. And then stick it into all. Sometimes it does mean having 3 pairs of hands to get everything to work together at the same time. So yeah, you can't beat Gorilla Glue. I used not Gorilla Glue. I used Gorilla Super Glue. The Gorilla Glue, I don't know if you get it the same over there, but the Gorilla Glue that we have over here works off moisture. So you put you wet one side of a piece of wood, you put Gorilla Glue on the other side of it, bang it together. It reacts off the moisture, but it also it forms up as well. So you have issues with it gap fills, but gap fills too well, and it comes steaming out. So Tomo, you'll be pleased to know that is worked, and we have it in the right places. Right, I'm going to clean the nozzle off this. The thing with the gel I like is if you know you're going to have gaps, it fills the gaps as well, if that makes sense. The other thing to do is not that. I don't know if anyone saw it, but when I squirted, I blew some super glue out and it landed there. It has come off, but so has my skin. It's just burnt me. It gets hot. The activator causes the super glue to get hot pretty quickly. It's only skin. Who needs it? So I'm going to dry fit the head, I think. How does the head go? The head goes like that. Oh. If I keep going like this, Tomo, you're going to have loads to paint. Let me just check for any flash. There is a small amount of flash on the flag. There we go. So, before I put that on, I believe this breather mask goes around his back and comes out the front somehow. So the pipe can go 2 ways round. That one seems to go the better route. Yeah, it goes under the armpits, but you could put it both ways. It looks more natural one way than the other. I just nearly got one of those cards you gave me today, Tomo, and put super glue on it to use as a super glue palette. You know, instead of throwing it on the floor. Hello, David. And I didn't pick up that it was you from your name, just your terrible joke. Right, where's my tweezers? I think I've just got that glued to his eye. He did want the tube in his eye, didn't he, Tomo? You weren't specific about where it needed to go precisely. Right, what I've just seen there, before I go up gluing his arm on, is a run of a mould line down his arm. So rather than try to do this while it's in place, I'll do it now. Yes, unfortunately, David. Right, how does he has it. Again, it's pretty cool because what they've done, I don't know if you can see it, is all of these bits have been strengthened, so they've triangulated, so there's 2 points of fitting for that. The body and leg fits to both of them, and it all fits together nicely. So this actually fits into, no, you can't see that, fits into the basing part there and then onto his arm, so it gives it some strength. So these ones, I don't know if these are new or old, or we just got lucky with the company this time round, but these do have some thought into them. So I do appreciate when they think about the models more. Is that about right? A bit more. Yeah. Yeah, they do. So, there you go, Tomo. 2 for 2 tonight. We are in the game, as they say, cooking on gas. So that's a... So the super glue on that has gone pretty hard. Let me go to binoculars and see if I can find any mould lines that need adjusting. It's good because the mould lines on it do actually follow lines of detail. I'm not doing the mould line down the chain because that's just asking for trouble. Everyone seems to be... Cool, I'll get some primer down on that. So, colours. What colours are you thinking, Tomo? There's a lot. Sorry. Black, silver and flames. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. So I will airbrush it all black so you can grab the silvers. And then how about I do the flames in white for you? If I go back in and try and highlight the flames in white with the airbrush to give you a bit of a glowy effect. I'm not saying it's going to be... Yeah, black prime. And then a white prime for the flames through the detail brush. See, this is the other thing that I go on about the airbrush all the time. Yes, it did, Captain Rex. I was talking to Ben today to see if he'd got his Enchantress box. He was lucky enough. Oh no! Bloody super glue. Armchair with super glue on. Yeah, Ben's looked cracking. And that was without an airbrush as well. I don't think Ben airbrushes yet. I think he just brushes. Oh no, I didn't get any water. Right. We were telling Rasta yesterday about when I stabbed myself fixing Rachel's airbrush, and I just stabbed myself in the right nipple with the needle. So anyone that is joining us from and expecting to see Rasta, sorry, you've got the better, no, not the better looking, the balder version. I've got a big black mark on my head. Or is that just hair? Oh god, I've got hair. Unfortunately, they've had a bit of not an emergency, just Nannybot got called into work, so they couldn't do the stream. Gloves. So we've stepped in. He's going to do Thursday instead. I'm going to have a night off on Thursday, unless things go sideways. But I'm almost certain he mentioned painting again. So yeah, I'll just do this black away, so I'm not hitting my base bench with it, because especially doing the chain, it's more paint's going on the floor than you know what? Got these for a reason. I think he wants to do more of the painting. Speaking to him the other day for a couple of hours, he wants to hit the painting more. It's just, I have to admit, it's not the easiest. Especially for Rasta. I can show you guys me building stuff. I can show you guys me priming stuff, because some of the time it's for you guys anyway. But Rasta's level of painting, he likes all of this stuff done, so you guys see the painting side of stuff, not the prep, not how I. He'll probably spend about 2 hours doing just what I've done there. Because at the end of the day, he's doing his as a piece of art, not as we'll be using them as, well, some of them. I still use some of Rasta's stuff to play games with, but his is more artwork than. I look for the quickest way to get it from that to the table to play with. If I have to cut a couple of corners, if I have to cheat, then I cheat. And I know Rasta doesn't like dry brushing, Rasta doesn't like washes. He likes to do all of his with paint, and I have to admit a lot of the top painters are exactly the same. I like to hit stuff with what I can get down quickly. If it means washing, airbrushing, dry brushing here and there, then yeah, I'll cheat as much as possible on that sort of stuff. So that is my thin airbrush as well. So I'm going to drop yeah. I've never heard it put so eloquently. So I've turned, and don't ask what pressure I've turned it down to. I've turned it down from to I don't go off the pressure gauge, I go off what I think's right. And I do get a lot of people asking me, what pressure are you doing it with? What pressure do you do these with? What pressure? Meh. Meh. It goes. So, at full tilt, it is not massive. So, before I continue, are you alright with that, Tomo? I'm going to try and hit the medium. The brushes, the flames with the white, you might have to touch up some of the black when the black dries. I will anyway. These paint handles, by the way, are fantastic just for this sort of ability. Just being able to spin it round, get where you need to without... So it's got a handle grip like that. So then you just move it backwards and forwards. And at the moment I'm just blowing air to dry it. But that, just that ability there. But so... trying to see where oh, too much. Right. Let's see how this goes and put some close-ups on. So that is slightly splattering, so I'm going to put some airbrush medium, probably 2 or 3 drops, or a lot more because it just blobbed out. Just because I want it thinning down a bit. I'll use my big wash brush, mix it up in the pot, clean my wash brush. There we go. So now I need it probably 90% air and not much paint coming out at all. So I need it to basically hit the model dry. Yeah. Yes, I'm concentrating if everyone wonders why I've stopped talking. See, with this, it's a lot easier to go back in with the black. See, around the chest place, there is going to be overspray from this. But I can take a brush to it, like the skull, get the skull somewhere near white and the headlight, and then I can go back where I've caught it and like get the overspray back to black just with a brush. Black covers so much better than white, so doing it this way around just makes more sense. Oop. I didn't do the front wheel. So again, this is just primer, it's not the actual colours. So the colours that Tom will be putting on this will be red and oranges for the flame work. So trying to get red and orange to cover the black is something I wouldn't probably even attempt. So getting him to this place. Gives him a good starting point. And obviously Tomo doesn't have access to airbrushes or priming facilities, so that's why we do it for him. And I do feel a bit guilty that it was us that got him into painting anyway. Yeah. So let's get the weight out of the gun so I can put the gun away. Had the spread, there it is. For some reason, that has got a bit mucky in there. Quick clean at the end of every job saves you having to clean it massively every time it starts clogging up and causing problems. And the cap on so you don't bend the needle or stick it in your leg. So just my big basing brush, the black and that. Some black paint just in the tub. So the stuff again, we're just getting it back to the black, and then obviously Tomo can paint the greys on where he needs to. Most of this will get covered again, but it's just to give it an even colour. So if you put grey over it and you've got bright white on there, the grey underneath will show through a little bit whiter. Getting the base back down. Again, it's just thin. It's the airbrush primer going over it, so see, if I was doing this myself and I was painting it up with the various layers of colouring through the airbrush, I would probably leave the overspray. I'd probably block in all of the main colours first, then hit the flames with the white, and then use the overspray as object source lighting. Because technically it's going to have hit where the OSL would have hit. Just a little cheeky trick. But as Tomo's going to be painting the oranges in properly, not cheating like me. Some of it just needs to stay the normal colour. Yes, but it wouldn't be on the black. You need to do the grey first, which gets rid of all of the yeah, it would get rid of all of the it would need to be over the grey, if that makes sense, not the primer underneath, which is a bit, yeah. So, yeah, so where I'm redoing the black, you'll then probably go over that with the silver. Whereas if I was to do one myself, which I probably will do at some point, I'd be inclined to paint a lot of the bike first, and then airbrush over the top with the flames and the white to get the OSL. So I'm going to leave some of the tyre and stuff covered in the white, Tomo. So the dry brushing where you're going to do, so this area here, I'd just get it bright enough to show them as the orange colours. Does that make sense? So the front half of the wheel get the wheel colour and stuff like that, but the glow would be that intense at the back of it. You would probably still see a lot of the flame. I hope I'm making sense for you. And just have him off the base. So I can reach under. So where I've left bits of the wheel, some of it is going to show as orange or burn marks or burn, like the fender. There's a fender around here. Most of that will show as the orange because that's just, it's going to be that bright and intense there anyway. So I've just left it white. If you don't want to do it that way, just paint it in the colours that would be the metal or whatever colour you do in the fender and stuff like that. But I just think that there would be, even if it was something like silver or black, it's going to have a lot of flame down there. The majority of the flame is there, so it's going to show up as a it's being saturated with red and orange, so you're not necessarily going to see the colour. It's more likely just going to be the flame colour. Get under the back there. I think, other than a bit under the chin, if you can get some glazes on that flame, it's going to be pretty nice. Catch you later, Archnin. Thanks for popping by. There we go. Make one. Let's go for, you've got bloody red. 1 drop, 2 drops. You can use Lamium medium or something like the airbrush medium that we use. You can use water, but there we go. It all works the same. That's just got flow improver in and thinner. So there you go. Let's go to a close view. So turning it that thin, you see how thin it is down the edge of the, it's probably still a little thick. That turns it into a bit of a glaze. So when you come to put it on, I won't do it on that because that's your job. There you go. It looks like that. Yeah. think that inks might be a little too intense. You could try it just on a piece of paint something black with your black, and then just try it like that. But imagine if that's Vader's lightsaber glowing under there. One coat gives you a basing. Once that goes dry, do it again and it gets a bit thicker. You can see where I've done the spot there. It will dissipate and flow because of having the flow improver in. You really need it to dry first, but that will give you some good bloody red into orange fire into moon yellow would give you 3 good stages of the red, especially over the white. It'll work a bit like your contrast paints if you have them. So you've got you get your red down, orange and yellow. See, this stuff replaces the water for stuff like this because it's a lot better and it thins a lot better and it doesn't break the paint apart. So now if you go with the orange and then just mix it in a little bit, then the yellow, and mix that across a bit. And there you have the basics of wet blending. So if you're doing that on a model, you can go backwards and forwards between the 3. You very rarely clean your brush because you're blending it anyway. So and then that one there. Obviously when you're doing it a lot smaller and not on a piece of gloss plastic that it's not going to dry. Yeah, it's really easy, mate. Just give it a try on a bit of plastic, a bit of card or stuff like that. The flow improver in that stops it going off so quick. So you're not chasing the paint going dry, but when that dries, you'll basically get the flames. Especially if you're doing it on flame. Ooh, knock the camera. Especially if you're doing it on flames, you will get the that's so you'll get the flame color. There we go. Look at that. Shows you how much, yeah. If you're doing it on something with primer on, it won't do that. It's only doing that because that's on a card sleeve. But that's as simple as it is. It doesn't take much. It just, I think, again, people not knowing the ins and the outs of it and how to do it. People do worry. Right, rat catcher. What time have we got? Still got time to prime rat catcher for you, mate. So rat catcher's going to be greens and yellows and the base in brown. So what would you think a primer for green, orange, brown would be best? I'll bin that one up. Yep. It will be grey. Remembering I only have white, grey and black as my main primers. Oh, and I don't have much grey. But yeah, grey's the most neutral colour that all of them would work best on. If you've got bright colours, you tend to go for white. So if you've got yellows that don't take well to being painted over black, that's black. Grey. If you've got silvers and metallics and dark colour, Tesseract green primer. Yellows can take well if you use white primer. So it's the usual that we use, the style res. Should do. It's just to make it easier. We do have a red variant, and I've got a few of the small ones as well. Steve gave me a handful of their small pots, which there was silver. There's all sorts under here somewhere, including surface primer by Vallejo that I've never used, I've never touched. There's 2 creams. Oh, who woke Kinger up? God damn it. Yeah, so they do a whole wide range of beautiful primers, Badger. We get them from Barwell Motors in the UK, Steve Puffer. He's absolute great bloke. He sorted me out fixing my airbrushes for me a long time ago. And I subsequently bought more of him after that. So, yeah, but... it's horribly hot here at the moment. For some reason. Right, glove... I think I'm actually quite safe from getting any sort of coronavirus under these lights because the UV that they kick out, I don't think there's anything going to survive for long under them, including myself. And there's loads left in there. Have I got something I can prime? Nope. 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 When you say planting, as in putting trees and shrubs onto them. Oh, I got some sad news this week. Then, I forgot the name of the company now. Yeah. Gamers Grass are no longer doing the lavender tufts. Planting florically. So there's no lavender tufts left. That's lovely and clean. I cleaned it last time with the proper wash. And I'll just drop that cloth on the floor. Right, so there we have it. Whew, very sweaty hand. So yeah, we've got a rat catcher in primer, we've got that in primer. While I've got the black in there, oh, that's a bit bright, sorry. Ah, yeah, the alien type looking stuff. Some people have been doing some great boards with them. So I'll just quickly do the bases on these fellas. And as I said, they're pretty much done. There wasn't much to do to them, to be honest. They're not the most colourful and grabbing things to be painting, but they're quick, they're cheerful, they're for a customer. A customer who has just sent me. Is Paul still around, or is he Mr. Pastry? Are we still awake? That's a shame. We've got another Tau job in. I know Jack would have liked to see it, but I know Jack's busy tonight. And last but definitely not least, being the sniper of the bunch. I'm not certain, but I think I caught him with the airbrush. Aha, Paul. So, I got a commission in this week. I'm going to have to put a bit of nulling on his leg because... Yes, Tau. Hello, Rebelers. I'm painting all sorts. I've just been painting the bases. I'm just redoing the bases on my Inferno Squadron commission I've got it. So, and I managed to drop some airbrush paint on it, so I'll quickly clear that up. I've built and put the base primer down. Yes, it's fun. It really is good fun. That's for Marvel Crisis. Just a bit on the back there I've just missed. Marvel Crisis Protocol, another FFG game, ish. And Ratcatcher for Batman Miniatures game. But Paul, as I was saying, we have a commission in. Yeah, I used to do a lot of commissions for Imperial Assault back when it was first time it came round. Yeah, catch you on the 25th, mate. How was that for you, Paul? It's a Tau Shaha from Forge World. It's going... yeah, well, unfortunately, the purple is just a primer, and it will be going to red. The new owner wants him in red. Oh, they move. That is cool. Moving parts. Yeah, I'll definitely be repriming it because obviously the primer's coming off quite easy. The purple is nice. That is the purple from Army Painter. But he wants it in red, so the previous owner didn't wash before priming. So children, here's a lesson in washing resin before you it's actually worked out quite nicely because I can get it back to silver without much of a problem. Back to back to the resin. Yeah, so yeah, especially with the Forge World stuff, you must prime it before yeah, basically before you prime it, give it a warm wash in soapy water. Way cool. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing that. That's a job, not in. It's not in this week's schedule either. You jump in the queue, mate. Stop it. Yeah, it's. Back up there. He sent a couple of things. I just don't know what the other one was. So yeah, I'm getting practice at painting Taupo. A death suit, a battle to the death suits. And yeah, someone's not already nearly done that one. Oh, there's loads in here. Oh, I'm going to kill him. I didn't see after this. So, another broadside for you. Loads of Tau Fire Warriors. In the wrong colour. I hope that's, I think that's it. Yeah, that'll be it. So, Mr. TBP. Is that the TBP I know and love locally, or is this a new TBP? And thank you for the sub, mate. Much appreciated. Oh, look at that. Straight in with the Stormtrooper head. It's only taken you 3/4 of a lockdown to find me, but no worries. It's all good, mate. Have you come along to learn how to paint? are you actually just coming to see what painting is? Because, yeah. TBP used to everyone that's in the stream, TBP used to do a lot of work for us. It just took quite some time to get it out of him. But I was more interested in the purple spray. It's not, it's just army paint, a purple spray that I need to take off because someone didn't clean the resin before painting it. But the price we got the nice little model for, we can't complain. Yeah, but it comes off with the good old Dalton wire brush. The wire brush of doom. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, Tomo? I forgot to do your rats. I've still got 10 minutes. Oh, I don't have any water. I'll do them tomorrow for you, mate. Do you want the rats brown? No. Teeth. It's a toothbrush. I know you struggle with them as well. You know, comes in here, bullies me. Yeah, I think doing them in brown, Tomo. The same brown that maybe it's a darker brown. And then you can just ag-wax them and change some. One brown, one white, one grey. What? Do they need to be different colours? Oh, I didn't look at that. Sorry. Do they need to be... Oh, there's some grey. Oh, yeah, you're right. There's a pile of grey. Yeah. It's just a brown... Oh, brown black. Brown black grey. Yeah, I'll do one of each. Thing is, I can just sit them there, and then when I prime something tomorrow, because I've no doubt we'll be priming and doing painting tomorrow. Looking at my desk getting fuller and fuller each day. You can't see my entire desk, can you? Nope, that's about it. Yeah. That's stuff that needs painting. Loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. Now, how many people got seasick? There we go. Gimme H? Who are you handing subs out to, mate? No, that's I've got one of them's mine, so that's my him, Ebony Moore. And these are ones that I'm doing for Foxy. I've not managed to get this one finished yet. The blue came out really nice on the it was the metallic blue thing that we did. It's come out really gum. Fuck. Thank you very much, TVP. You are a star. Oh, and I broke the handle. So that's the Spider-Man I got halfway through on the stream. As I said, these need to be done. I need to get some of these done for Foxy in the next couple of, well, this week sort of thing. So there's 3 on there, and then there's the Ghost Spider-Man, Spider-Person. But as I say, we've got loads coming up. We've got Tesseract droids. I don't know how on earth you guys convinced me to do that. Yeah, just Ebony left to do, mate. The rest are done. I was doing them to go to the event. But the event's been called off now, so Tesseract Green. Yes, the £100 you all donated convinced me to do the droids in Tesseract Green, and then we'll do something with them on the charity stream. a giveaway or sealed bids or something along those lines. I've just found where I found the super glue. It went down my top. I'm not doing Tesseract arcs because I've got none. I have got some, but look how pretty my arcs are. Look at these. So the normal squad have the brown markings, and I've been using my snipers on all of my adverts for the new scenery. So if you go and look at all the new scenery, I've definitely got all of the pictures of these two fellas jumping all over them. Tesseract Enchantress would work. Yeah, it wouldn't be far off. And then just touch up the... Yeah, you're not far off it. Probably a Niblet green dry brush to bring in the darkness. But, yeah, it wouldn't take too much to do it. Not that I've got them, because they're not out yet. Yeah. I might get building them tomorrow after I've done... So I'll be building these tomorrow during the day, because I didn't get them done tonight, and we're nearly finished for tonight. But my bench is just full. My bench is full of work. Oh, that's a good point. We didn't start the painting competition this month. What day is it? 15th. Oh. We may have not done the painting competition for this month. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we've had other people try that, and yeah, it's interesting on how it works. It doesn't always go off the... This is the weird thing. You've got to get the right subject matter, the right colour scheme, and the right photographs of it. Now, I've seen some of the other ones. There was the catch you later, mate. Let us know about the weekend. Yeah, same to you, mate. Take care. Yeah, it's all of it. It's the whole package. Not to say I've had 4 second places, but yeah, that's not annoying much. Obviously, we added our stuff in at the start just to boost the numbers. Who's going to vote against the Tesseract Green Millennium Falcon? I believe someone on here has been doing Tesseract colours. Oh, that is nice, Kinger. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm going to save the pictures till tomorrow and do the gallery previews tomorrow, mate. So if you've got any more, or if anyone's got any more, get them up in the Discord channel. If you want to join our Discord channel, it is... I have things that work. There is a Sternly that has just... We hope you brought pizza. Catch you later, Captain Rex. Yeah, whatever. I can see you. I've got it on one of my other screens, so I can see what you're writing, Mr. TBP. Oh, I got him stuck to that. Yep, thank you for popping by, Captain Rex. So, the usual thing, if anyone does want to pop and chat after the stream, we're on Discord for a little bit. Just having a kicking about. Ash has just joined. Hey, hello Ash, if you're watching on here. But as we're live on a live stream, Ash isn't going to be heard by me at the moment. He might hear me, but I can't hear him because everything's muted, but I'll catch him in a second. Because the next my gardening photos I said I'll put. Yep, I'll put them all up tomorrow and have a look at it. So we'll close it up there. As I say, what we've got done tonight is pretty good work. I'm quite impressed, even though I can't remember what we've done. Oh, we built 2 figures, did a load of showing off, and built another column. So, again, thank you everyone for popping by. Thank you everyone for tipping, scribing, and all of that sort of stuff. The usual, if you can like, share, subscribe, do all of the usual stuff, it's much appreciated. It gets it out there. I'll not be happy with you if you put Smaug up unless you're sending it to me, which I think is the rule. I'm sure that's the rule. So yes, again, thank you everyone. Again, thank you for popping by on such short notice. We will be back tomorrow with the giveaways and also with the Tesseract B2s. And I shall catch you all tomorrow. So, stay safe, take care. See you later.